right, we're back again with a second-time Potter, Connor the legend. Connor, how you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right. So, Connor, what are you here to talk about?
The Super Bowl that happened last week on Sunday.
All right, Super Bowl Sunday. I watched it till about halftime. Then I watched performance, which I enjoyed, even though I know I'm of an age I'm supposed to dislike it, but I liked it. And then after that, I couldn't watch the second half. But tell us about the game a little bit.
With the Super Bowl end, the Eagles won with a massive lead. 40.
It was a blowout.
Yeah, it was blowout like the full staff.
Yep. And who was a star player for the game?
Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. It's good to see Jalen Hurts get a little credit. We've all seen enough of Mahomes, so.
Yeah. Get Mahomes out if you want.
That's right. That's right. Was there anything exciting with celebrity news during the game?
What we were supposed to hold was Travis Kelce was supposed to propose to Taylor Swift at halftime.
Right before Valentine's Day, that would have been perfect.
But they were in the dust. So there was no point of proposing.
I guess when you're taking an L like that, it's not the time, right?
Yeah, it's not the good time to do that.
Do you think we might hear about a proposal this summer?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
All right.
Might.
All right. And any other notes on the game?
Nothing much. Just a couple good ads, good halftime.
Yeah, check out the paper. We got a breakdown of the ads. I like the one where they made the seal look like the singer seal. That's nothing you probably even know about that guy, but I thought that was good. Anyone you liked for the ads?
The ads, they called the mustaches for the Pringles. That one was like.
That's
good.
right. They were having fun with facial hair, weren't they?
It was a very weird ads
Yeah.
for this year. Very strange. But
All right. Well, thank you, Connor, for coming on the podcast, and we'll see you next week.
yeah, see you next week.
All right, everyone. We are back with Odd Studios. She's been waiting all week to get on the podcast, and here she is.
Hey everyone, Odd Studios here.
Oh, I like it. You're bringing the energy today.
Yeah.
All right, Studios. So what are you here to talk about today?
All right, so trying to match the performance by Kendrick whenever it came to the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm talking about the Super Bowl this week.
Yeah, the halftime performance.
Yeah.
So this was a performance that I feel like people either loved it or hated it.
For the people over the age of 40 in this country, despised its existence because it's rap music.
Right, except for me, I enjoyed it.
Yes.
And you are one of the people that did not watch it, I believe.
No, because me and my family, we were gonna watch the Super Bowl, but I don't know, it was just late, and I think my mom had to work in the morning, so yeah, no.
Okay, but anyways, you did end up watching it for your report,
Yeah.
so you saw it. And you did a report about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that went on in the performance, right?
Yes, or like the hidden points of it, or like what certain things represent, basically.
The Easter eggs, right?
Yes, think
All
of
right.
game theory whenever it comes to finding anything about FNAF.
Okay, let's stay off FNAF, and
All
we're
right.
sticking on Kendrick. All right,
Anyways.
so can you give us a few of the Easter eggs of the performance?
For, I believe, the segment of, I forgot the name of the song, but while they were the dancers, whenever it came to the background dancers, a lot of people realized that it's the same color as the American flag.
That's right.
Football is basically America, kind of, in a way.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that too. I like the way they did that. And they also had a Squid Games kind of theme going on, right?
Really?
Yeah, I heard
didn't know
that. And there was the PlayStation controller.
Yep.
Yep. What else happened?
And then as they were going down, the background dancers, they were going down, and like I said, it's the same colors as the flag.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically trying to show a point of, like, the flag. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the point of the flag touching the ground is a bad omen.
Ah, got you.
It's them going down, signifying the flag's going down.
Got you. And they had Samuel L. Jackson, the actor, involved.
Yep. No, it was Uncle Sam, I guess. Why is he called Uncle Sam? I don't know.
Yeah, that's for another article.
Yes.
But it was kind of nice because I think Kendrick was trying to say about how African Americans were part of this country and they're a little bit misrepresented.
Yep.
So he wanted
And
Uncle Sam to be a black man.
what it takes to get by in this country nowadays.
That's right.
You have to act a certain way, and you have to be a certain way. You have to have a certain amount of money to get by nowadays.
Okay. I thought he did all that really well. What else? Is there anything else that we didn't talk about?
He took a shot at Donald Trump. Can't forget about this. He sang "Not Like Us."
There we go.
That is my favorite song whenever it comes to him dissing anybody.
Yeah, and he made that funny little face about, am I going to do it? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, he was like, he had a sly, like, Ezekiel smirky about it.
He
He's
did.
like, there, take them apples, Drake.
Yeah, and that smirk is already making its way into memes all over the school.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, I
It's
think...
like Colton whenever the announcers come on. Esports is released at this time. Again, esports is released at this time. They are out of the room within 5 seconds.
Little Colton getting up with that sly grin and walking out of the room.
Yeah.
All right, studios. Well, great job. Great reporting as always, and I can't wait to see you on the next pod.
Yeah.
All right.
On Studios out.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Den here in the Falcon Nest. I got Mrs. Goodis here.
Hello, everybody.
And this week she's been helping one of our reporters with a look into our wrestling team.
Yeah.
So she's going to tell us a little bit about our wrestling weekend.
Yeah.
What happened?
So the funniest thing is that back in the 4th grade, I used to be a wrestler. And imagine this, I actually lost to a cadet wrestler, so I know how it feels to get beat by a cadet wrestler.
It's a cult over there.
But you know what? I still got a medal out of it, so I feel like I'm a professional wrestler now. Like, I know everything about wrestling.
See, if I were you, I'd have that medal hanging in my room, and I would constantly remind everybody that I'm a former wrestler, but that's just me.
Yeah, maybe I should bring that to school and display that somewhere.
Yeah, like first harvest I get, I'm going to put my apples up there and remind everybody I'm an apple farmer.
But all jokes aside, I do know a little bit about wrestling. My in-laws are big wrestlers, so I've watched a lot of wrestling. I've lived around it, so I was more than happy to report about our Flambeau Falcons. So they went to Turtle Lake, and they did their big conference meet. So for their conference matchup, when they win either first or second place, they're then automatically put into all conference. We did have Jacob Taylor, who's a junior. He ended up getting all conference.
Nice.
So he took second. He, I talked to him before the weekend, and he said he's like, I'm going to have a tough weekend because the Cornell Lake Holcomb Gilman kid has a very good record, and Jacob's just coming back off of an injury. But he still wrestled good, and he took that second. So great accomplishment.
Yeah, I was really proud when I saw on the Facebook, Flambeau Facebook, they had Jake Taylor, and I know, like you said, he's had injuries, and he sees a chiropractor and everything. So I was really happy to see him get out there and do his thing.
Yeah, I was really glad to see him out there again.
And Cole Schley also did well.
Cole Schley did well. I believe he took 3rd place.
I think that's right. Yep.
Yep. He was kind of hoping to do a little bit better, but hey, 3rd place is still a pretty good accomplishment.
Plus, he locked in on his writing assignment in English this week, and he just crushed that. So I'm gonna say he put a little bit of his effort towards the English this time, saying wrestling can wait till later.
And being the leader that he is, he called out Jacob and said that he was kind of the number 1 wrestler of the day.
Yeah.
Coming back from that injury and still putting forth 110%. So,
love that. Love that. Yeah.
A couple of our other wrestlers, they did their best, but they didn't get at that top. But really, now this coming weekend is when the regionals begin, and that's kind of when things really matter.
Well, we will be sure to report what happens there. But shifting gears, we had an interesting basketball game. Our boys scored over, I believe, at 100 points.
At 100.
And I'd never seen that. The scoreboard just showed 0-0 because they're not prepared for that.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, what's the situation like that when a team's getting such a big lead and they don't want to show the other team up? I was wondering, as a referee, how do teams normally handle that?
Yeah, so from a referee perspective, I've seen both ends. I've seen the one end of where the team just wants to continually run up the score on purpose, leaving their starters in. And from a perspective of an official and a coach and a parent, I think that's a very bad decision.
Yeah, it's asking for trouble.
It's asking for trouble. It looks bad. It's bad sportsmanship. And then, your starters may have injuries, and then what are you going to do come regionals time?
Right.
You want to get those younger kids in for that experience.
Right.
Even if, they have a lot of turnovers or the other team scores up a little bit more, they still need that experience.
Right.
On the opposite side, I've seen teams that have put in their subs, but sometimes their bench can be just as good as what their starters are. And when they're running plays and playing ball, sometimes you just can't control how the game goes. And I don't think the winter coach I've known her for a while. I don't think she thought Flambeau was being devious in any way.
Well, Coach P said, I never had that happen, and I tried everything I could, and I put in the kids, but they just couldn't miss the threes. And, at a certain level, what are you going to do? So
yeah, and Winter only had 6 players. I talked to a parent from Winter a couple weeks ago, and she told me that they actually started the season with only 7.
Wow.
So I'm glad that they still had a team. And then last week they actually had 2 of their guys score 1,000 points.
Oh, congrats to them.
So being that they're a small team, they still knew what they were coming into, but I think Flambeau rose above. So.
All right, well, we're going to check out those highlights and maybe watch all 100 points.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. All right, here we are with some highlights. Sydney Brodnich starts us off with a steal.
With a steal, nice.
And slowly pushes ahead. All right, we're back on defense, and Ella Grothausen,
Ooh,
she got
nice
herself a steal.
Interception there.
Yep, nice job, Ella G. We'll just leave it there.
Maybe with a little turnover
Yep.
afterwards, but we'll just brush that off.
Sydney doing a bit of the wall there.
Yep.
You're not scoring on Sydney Bischoff.
Yep. Ashley Lawton here with the steal. She had a good game. She was actually the player of the game that night.
I believe
Congratulations to that.
And we're going to see Reese Rail here
Yep.
with a big block.
She also was the top rebounder that night with 8.
Not in Reese's house.
Nope.
And let's see what Kenna
And
does.
Kenna.
Put her body
There
on the
she
line for the team
goes.
there.
Nice.
Yep. Now we're going to get some
Ashley with the
offense.
steal.
There we go,
Oh,
Ashley
nice.
Lawton.
And scored. She was also the top scorer with 27 points.
And
Reese
Reese.
with a fast break.
Dunk it, Reese. Dunk it. Dunk it.
Nice.
Hey, that's
Oh,
right.
And she waited for that defender for
Exactly.
the perfect
It's
opportunity
still
to
2
go
points.
up.
Layup or dunk. And Ashley's got a steal here.
Had a little fumble fingers there for a minute, but
You know what I always say?
gained control.
You get the steal, you get the meal.
Yeah, for sure. She won't be hungry after that one.
And Sydney Brodnich playing some defense. Senior out there playing D. Love it.
And we got some more D.
Reese blocking from the perimeter.
Nice.
Wow. You don't see a lot of three-point
She's
blocks.
got that big wingspan.
Yep.
There you
And-
see Flambeau took the loss, 49-61.
But a good game nonetheless.
Yes.
On to the boys' highlights.
Oh, imagine that. We got Dom Kopaz with the three-pointer and scored.
That's in. Pure.
Great first highlight to start out with.
Albert Taylor's been finding his shot lately, and the
Yes,
team is
he has.
really happy because that's what the Wolf does. He knocks down threes.
Yes, that was a great shot. We got the cheetah here
Oh,
on
yeah.
the prowl.
Is he going to go all the way?
He's going.
Oh, yeah. You're not
Surprise
catching
Huddle
up.
kept up with him that
You're not
time.
catching up with Chance on the break. And Chance again with a nice steal here.
That might be the same one. That's definitely the same one. We'll do steal and a fast break. Good
So
job,
twice
Chance.
needed. See, it's so good needed twice.
Yep.
Now Eli Ruby again
Wide open.
has not been shooting the ball well, but this game he had a couple threes.
Between Eli, Oliver, and Chance, they were the second scorers with 10 that night.
It was a very well balanced scoring attack by the
Yes.
Falcons, which
Yes,
is
it
probably
was
why they
great.
end up hitting 100.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, the kid.
Sully there.
The kid. What a pass.
And Dom with the finish.
Dom's got to love that when someone sets him up,
Oh, for
and he gets an
sure.
easy one.
For sure. Chance in the paint.
Oof.
Not in the barn.
Yeah, he had a little extra violence on that
Oh,
block.
we got Tan Man.
The Tan Man from deep.
He likes that spot.
You know somewhere his brother was cheering loud.
Maybe from home, but we'll let it slide.
And Dom getting in there, getting a block on D. Nice
And
shot.
Dom was the player of the game for the boys, and
Flambeau-
he led with 25
the Flambeau
points.
Flyer player of the game?
Yep.
All right, we have a fast break here, and Dom. Ooh, it looks like maybe an and one.
Yep, it
That's
does.
a tough finish right there.
Nice. And we can't leave behind Riley nothing but a mustache. He led the team with 9 rebounds.
Impressive.
Nice
So there it
work.
was, 100
100 to
points.
59.
We are back with AG, Miss Yap a lot. She felt like last week she didn't yap enough, so she's got a lot more to say. This week she's here to talk about everyone's...
Redo it.
What? Why? Why am I deleting it?
Your eyeballs went like.
What? You said just keep it recording at all times.
Okay, fine.
All right, cool. She's here to talk about everybody's favorite country music artist, Beyonce Knowles. Beyonce won Best Country Artist or Song at the Grammys, I forget. So, Ashlyn, what do you think about Beyonce winning this award?
I think it's total BS.
Why?
Because, number one, her album is not country. And let's be honest, she just got this award because Jay-Z went on stage last year and flipped out because she didn't get one. And because they had to thank Beyonce.
Okay, let's start with the first one. Isn't her like album all about like country music and she wears a cowboy hat on it? So how is it not country?
Have you listened to it? It's
No.
like it's literally Mr. Panazzo's country.
Mr. Fernando, ouch, shots fired. I think honestly I could probably make a better country album than Beyonce.
You probably could.
Well, I am
and
more-
that's saying something.
I am more country than her because I wear, say it,
Bolos?
bolos. Love it. You're like the only kid in this school that knows what that is. All right, so next one. So you think because Jay-Z cried, they gave it to her?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it takes? Somebody just got to cry and then their wife will get an award next
Yeah.
year? Okay.
It works. I've tried it.
You've tried it in school?
Yeah.
All right.
I used eye drops, but I did the same thing. Can't delete that part. Delete
No,
that part.
that's a great story.
No,
that's an
part's
excellent.
deleted
No,
out.
I love that story. Okay, so what about this rumor? I heard that like a lot of people wrote her album for her.
Oh, yeah. 57 people. And on her last album, she had 104. Come on. If you can't even write your own music, you can't get the award for it.
I agree. That's pathetic. We have like 8 people, and we make a Flambeau flyer every week, which is 8. So what do you need 51 for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so let's take the award away from her, and then who are you gonna give it to?
I don't know. Ooh, Lainey Wilson or Megan Maroney. Megan Maroney wasn't nominated, and that is not okay.
All right. Well, we should save that for another hot take later on. All right, anything else on this topic, AG?
No.
All right, well, you got to say goodbye with your catchphrase. Give it to us.
No, I'm not saying that.
All right,
Delete the beat.
peace, guys. See you next week. All right, welcome back. We've got a first-time reporter here, but I'm sure she's going to be good at it because her sister was a pro, and she's a very good reporter. This is Harlow Dean. Welcome to the podcast, Harlow.
Hi.
So what did you report on this week?
I reported on the Grammys.
All right, the Grammys. I did watch it. I don't think you did, and I
No,
don't think.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I don't think most people did. But I think they should. Young people should watch this to know kind of what's happening. But anyways, what were some of the big moments of the Grammys?
Well, Beyonce won Album of the Year.
Yeah, I know Ashlyn was
For
going
her
crazy for
album.
that. She was really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you think about that?
I feel like there's a lot better albums that could have won,
Okay.
but
Me too. I made an album last year. I didn't even get nominated. I know. It's ridiculous.
keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming. I will keep dreaming. Yes, it is. And moving on. What else happened besides Beyonce?
Kendrick Lamar won Song of the Year
And which song was it?
for his song Not Like Us.
Wow. So that is a diss track getting Song of the Year. What do you think about that?
I don't think it was a bad song.
Mhm.
It's just a little sad that
Yeah,
it's
go ahead.
like dissing on somebody else
Right.
and he won with it.
I totally agree. It's not like I dislike diss tracks. It's just on Song of the Year, I think it should be something a little bit more
Yeah.
important than somebody trying to attack somebody. That doesn't feel like Song of the Year category
Yeah.
to me. Do you have any ideas of what should have been Song of the Year? No?
Not really.
Probably something by my band Magic Bag, I'm sure. Okay. All right, so anything else excellent happened at the Grammys?
Not really.
All right, well, there you go. Quick rundown of the Grammys, and thank you, Harlow, for coming on the show. Back to the Falcon Nest podcast. We're here to talk about OLS basketball. I got Piper the Pipe Show Schiltz. She was on the court, so she's seen it all, and she knows what happened. So, Piper, just generally tell us how the team did during the tournament.
I think we played pretty good. I think we played together. The first game, it was a little rough because it was in the morning. But once we got going, I think we did pretty good.
Awesome. So what did the team finish up at? Like what ranking?
We got second.
Second place. That's pretty great. Just curious, who got first place?
Ladysmith.
Oh, I don't like that at all. How do you feel about that?
I mean, they deserve it. They're a good team, but I wish we got it.
Well, we're definitely going to take them out next year. So I'm guessing you played Ladysmith in the championship game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about how that game went?
Well, they play higher ranking people, so we were definitely like behind. So we didn't do that good.
That's all right. We'll get them next year. Are there any key stats, like who are top performers from our team over the tournament?
Not that I know of.
Okay. And I heard there was something about a sportsmanship award. Can you tell us about that?
The Flambeau boys and girls got awarded the sportsmanship award.
The boys and girls? Okay. How did they get the award?
Well, we made a bunch of signs and fat heads for everyone, and we
Nice.
cheered for every team.
Do you still have those fat heads? Because I like to put them up in my classroom.
Yeah, we have them.
Can you bring some middle schooler kids that can get goated?
We'll bring you Jason's.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can goat that kid. Not until he learns how to pass, but we'll save that for another time. All right. So, anything else from the tournament that the listeners should know? All right. Well, thank you, Pipe Show, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.